So George here. Hi, George. I'm Lisa. I'm here to take you to your appointment. Just
Hello.
some stuff we need to do first, some paperwork and whatnot. Okay, so come on with me. Okay, can you move any faster?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go. Okay, so sorry, can you hear me okay?
No.
Okay, so we're gonna do some paperwork you have to do
Yeah.
before we get started for the test. Oh, hi, Kara. How's it going this morning?
I'm good. How are you? How was
Good.
dinner last night?
So good. We had so much fun. Have you ever been there?
No. Yes, I have. I had the risotto, and it was to die for.
Oh my gosh, you're right. It was so good.
You have an appointment,
Uh-huh.
and your name is?
George.
I don't, he hasn't done. Can you do it? Just go to the registration room. You'll go. There's a table there, and you can just sit down and fill out the form. Sign this consent form there. Okay, so just find the registration room and go. And I'll meet you there in a second. We just have to catch up on something. Are you really backed up today?
Yeah. So one of the machines is broken. So I'm actually not even really sure.
George, she's backed up and it's busy. So can you please go? Registration. Find it over there.
Yeah, one of the machines broke this morning. You won't believe it. And it's like 7 o'clock this morning. I come in and that's what's happening. I don't believe it. And if you could just come on in, we're gonna have to hurry up. George, the registration's actually in here. We're running really late because one of our machines is broken. So if you
Can't you see the sign? This is the registration room. Can you see the sign there?
Oh.
If you could just have a seat here and fill out the form for me, please. And then we can head into the treatment room.
Okay, I'll bring them over when he's ready. It'll take a couple minutes and then you'll
Sounds good. I'll be in
get it set up.
I will. Great.
So yeah, this is the consent form for the test. So just go ahead and sign it, okay? And we'll go for the test. Okay, good. You signed it? Did you read it and everything? It's all good? You're okay with the pen?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, let's go. I'm sorry it took so long. He's
I
really
don't know if we're
slow.
gonna have time. We might have to cancel this appointment.
Let's try and push it, okay? Can?
Okay, sounds
All right.
good.
Good, good.
All right. George, if you don't mind, could you come over and put the gown on so we can start the treatment? You're here for what again? Ultrasound or was it an X-ray?
Ultrasound.
Ultrasound, if you don't mind, if
No,
you just...
he's not an ultrasound.
He's not?
He's not. No, look, it's a chest. No, it's a spinal X-ray, not an ultrasound.
Okay, well that's fine. George, we still need the gown to be put on, so if you could come on over and put the gown on for me. And if you could tie it up in the back, both straps, please, that would be great.
You must have forgotten. I told him a minute ago what it was.
You
You
know
must
what?
have forgotten.
There's so many things that are happening too today that everything is just so messed up. George, do you need a hand with that? Are you okay?
Maybe.
Okay, I'm just gonna have to help you because you know what, we're running really late today, so I'm just gonna have to help you with that now, okay?
Those gowns are a little tough to tie in the back.
Yeah.
Just go sit down. Oh wait, here's almost done. Then just go sit down for a second.
And then we can probably get started. I think he's next.
Okay, so just go sit for a moment. So yeah, it's a spinal X-ray.
Oh,
Ultrasound.
okay.
You know what? I think he had an ultrasound yesterday, so maybe he's confused and he's mixing them up because he had the ultrasound yesterday. Maybe with the dementia and everything, he's just. And scene cut. Let's talk a bit about some of the cognitive challenges we threw at you. Some you may not even have known that we did. So some of them was sensory. So for example, you said you couldn't hear. I was talking to you. And again, we set this up on purpose to do things. So I was in front of you, so you couldn't see my face, you couldn't read my lips, and we gave you a hearing loss. And how did that make you feel when you couldn't really hear what was going on?
I was kind of lost, honestly. I was questioning. I'm like, was I told where the room was? I'm like, because I'm like, we're going through like a skit, you know what I mean? So I'm like, I should know the skit. I'm one of like the players, right? But at this point, you felt like I don't know what I'm doing.
You may not have been able to see, but the registration door, when you got up close, could you see how the word was written?
I honestly, it didn't even make sense. I couldn't even read registration. Like it was different.
Actually, we follow this framework of the 8 A's of dementia. So one of the A's is aphasia, and that's language problems, so that people have difficulty understanding what they hear or reading what they see. And what we did on purpose was we jumble up all the letters. So is this someone with dementia? This actually is all the letters of the word registration.
Oh.
But they're jumbled. That's how someone with dementia might see the word registration.
The noise and not knowing where to go, it's like you're a kid lost in an adult playground. And it's not fun because you have to deal with serious stuff, right? No one's playing with you in the playground. You're just kind of being bullied in a way. Because I couldn't hear you at all. And I wonder if I could position myself better, like whether my dad could see me, like be like maybe on an angle so he could see me, but direct my voice to his ear. Like, I'm not going to change him, but I could change how I respond. There's this thing that I always used to say where, you remember Buckley's cough syrup?
Yeah, taste that.
Tastes like shit, but works. Like, sometimes, like, I always felt as though my dad was like Buckley's in a way where what's happening to him is happening to raise awareness of both the frailty of time and just like how we could be better humans, because he still feels and I still have awesome times with him, but I just have to be fully there and he could recognize when I'm not fully there. My dad recently, like my aunt passed away and she had Alzheimer's, and 2 weeks before that I took my dad to see my aunt, and everyone was like, why? Like, they're not gonna know each other or whatever, right? But they sat beside each other on the couch, and I have a picture, it was crazy, they were just holding hands, and they were talking, and I had no idea, no one in the room knew what they were talking about. But like, they were talking, and my dad loves fruit, like any sweets and fruit, so he's like eating all the watermelon. All right, and she notices that he ate all his watermelon, all of my watermelon. So she takes her bowl, which is pre-cut, and she doesn't share it with anyone. She like takes her bowl and like places it. My dad usually just sees and grabs, but he like waited, like and looked, and like slowly reached and got one and ate it. Then slowly reached it, and then by the end he just finished it all. And then she looks at him and was like, "Habibi, like, you know, like I love you," kind of, you know. And for me, that was like, I have this perception of what my dad's capacity is, but I don't even